Hello, welcome to the Slayoffs round of 16. Here's how our bracket looks before this match. I've included all of the yapping in this VOD, but there's some nice timestamps to help you navigate straight to the action. Enjoy! Hello! Welcome to the MCSR Ranked Slayoffs, day 1 of the round of 16. I am Mousy PC, I am your host. The PC stands for, potentially, cereal. There you go.
Nice.
I am joined.
Oh my god, I'm literally eating cereal right now. It was meant to be.
What? That's crazy. I'm joined by Nat, the professional and fantastic Nat.
Hello, everybody. I'm excited to be here. I'm Nat or Nat Cat in the Hat. Um, a lot of y'all probably know me. I've been around. I'm an old person. But yeah, I do a lot of commentary. I do Minecraft. I do Valorant. I do CS. I do a million things. So yeah, and I'm really excited to be here. And raise some money for a super cool organization.
Yeah, we love gay people. I want to draw attention to Yakko in chat, coming up with who is clearly infinitely more funny than I'll ever be. Who came up with pointy cheese? Clearly, that's what
Oh yeah,
PC stands for.
duh. We were just joking before, you know.
Well, this is. We're starting off with a match, possibly the match. It's going to be a clash of the titans here. So we've got Fudge, who is, for those of you unaware, is now our first seed. We've unfortunately had Knov and Lettuce had to drop out, and the seeding has changed. So Fudge, who was second seed, is now first seed, and is going to be playing our 11th seed, Julie. It has to be those two paired up because of availability issues. But Julie won one of the seeds in qualifiers, which Fudge didn't. Fudge just played consistently, got good points every round. Julie only finished 2 of the seeds, but when she did, it was very fast. Ooh, it's they're a scary. They're both winning contenders. I don't know,
Yeah,
Nat, if you
yeah.
managed to. Sorry.
I didn't manage. Sorry, you're fine.
I,
I didn't manage to watch much of the qualifiers, but from what you say, it's kind of two very different play styles, right? Like one is just consistent, maybe a little bit slower sometimes, and one is a little bit faster, but a little bit more risky.
yeah, it would. We'll see how it plays out. The thing is, we don't have a lot of stats on Fudge. All we really have to go off is how they played during the qualifiers, which, I mean, it could have been more like a deliberate strategy to just take his time, knowing that you don't have to win the seed, you just have to get good points, and we might find that he takes more risks today, because it's a very different thing when you're in a group of 50 people and you just have to be in the top 10, top 20 to secure those points to make sure that you're in. But rather than you have this one person, you have to react to how they're playing and you have to beat them.
True. Well, lucky for you, since we don't have a lot of fudge stats, I know him a little bit.
Mm.
So, now I'm the perfect person to be here.
Excellent. I do. One of the things that really amazes me about Fudge is about a year ago he got a sub 3 all advancements time, which, in my opinion,
Yes.
if you can sub 3 advancements, you're a top level runner. Like, I don't know how it is that his all advancements is so much above the any percent, but that's insane. He's clearly a very knowledgeable and very skilled runner. Hasn't been playing so much in the last year, but is clearly one of the top contenders. If I send us over to a stats screen, so if we're looking at the split performance, fairly similar looking. in how like the shape of it seems fairly similar. Really big thing here, thing that amazes me most is that Julie, who has played a lot of matches, so these stats are very accurate. 319 Bastion average? That's insane. That's absolutely
Yeah, that's
phenomenal.
pretty good. The other thing I'm noticing here is the difference in end. So both of them, it looks like they kind of are, they're really great at those early round stuff, and then they start to struggle more
Mm.
on the end and stronghold sections. Um, I mean, it's not that different. It's just over 10 seconds, but yeah, a little bit of a difference there. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and somebody said that Fudge literally just learned 0, so that would be the difference maker
Oh,
in that end
that's
stat.
that's gonna be that's gonna be interesting. I assume I mean Julie's in chat right now. Um I assume Julie knows Zero Cycle. I'm pretty sure she used it to win that seed that she did. Yeah, yeah, she did. I remember
Yes.
that. I remember watching the
Yeah.
slideshow. The lag was something.
Oh,
Should be
nice.
better this
Nice.
stream, but we'll see. Only two perspectives to watch this time. Yeah. Uh, let's move us along because we're going to be starting the match soon. Again, similar looking for the overworld types. Very similar statistics. It seems to be a bit of a trend that Emerald runners can't do buried treasures. I know I can't. I'm fine at them, but it's always my weakest split.
Hmm.
Again, very impressive from Julie in Village specifically. Surely Fudge doesn't ban a Village seed. Surely. But yeah, 20-second average faster in the top 10% of Village goers. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, and it makes sense that both of them struggle the most with BTs, since they're kind of like the most weird and technical.
oh,
It's just like,
I've just
yeah, like they're definitely something you have to spend a lot of time practicing.
so
So it makes sense
something
that
that
down.
has just been pointed out to me by Julie. It occurred to me that Emerald players don't play a lot of. If you're on the edge of
Oh,
Emerald,
true.
you can't play
Hmm.
BT seeds unless you're in Emerald, and a consequence of that it didn't occur to me is anyone who has never hit Emerald level has never played a BT in ranked. So the stats
Yeah.
are if you're the slowest Emerald runner at BT, you are the bottom person in that stat.
Yeah.
So actually the reason it looks bad is just you're being compared with the best. Um
Hmm.
Rather than in every other stat you're being compared to everyone overall. That's a really good point. That completely passed me by. And our final screen. Look at these bastions. What?
I
Oh,
think
oh
Julie
wait, no.
may
Something's wrong
be a
here.
stables
Something's wrong
enjoyer.
here. I
Oh,
was okay. That's more like
there
it.
we
I
go.
had
Okay.
Tigronia's stats showing there over the top of Julie's, which was messing it up. Yeah, because Julie has really fast bastions. We know this. Look at those
Hmm.
stats. Oh
That's like so
goodness.
satisfying. It's almost a perfect square. Love it.
Yeah, there's
And
definitely
then yeah, you
a
can see that Fudge struggles more with stables and bridge.
well
Um
sample size. It could just be that there's been a couple seeds where Fudge has like died in those bastions, and that's gonna absolutely tank those stats if you've only played I think it's
yeah.
like 30 matches. Um, Housing though, top 10% clearly has been popping off in those. Um,
Hmm.
Incredible stuff. Let's keep zooming on through. Um, uh, and take a look at our pick band screen. Nope, that's not it. Number 8 on my keyboard. Um,
Nice.
let's see if we've. Yeah, they're currently in the event stage. They will be going through our pick bands in a second. I was maybe a bit bit quick to switch over, but that's okay. It is gone to the hour. We will be starting soon. Julie needs to leave, otherwise, spoilers, you might hear information you're not supposed to know.
But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, with Fudge, like obviously his stats are kind of like all over the place,
Mm,
but I do think like he's definitely got a decent shot here at winning this match. Like you said, he's got a good AA time.
mm,
I was trying to find, but I don't know his Minecraft username to find his RSG PB on Paceman, unless he literally hasn't played RSG since Paceman came out, but I
mm.
think he has. Um, so
The
yeah, like
Minecraft name, if that helps, is all caps PEOJII.
oh yeah, that's right. It's like so dumb.
POG. So we've got Fudge
Thank you.
versus Julie. Yakov. Yakov. Can't pronounce V's apparently. Yeah. So, what do we think? What do we think the bands are going to be? If we step into the runners' shoes for a moment, they've definitely been looking at each other's stats and they're probably going in with a plan. I imagine we're gonna see a village ban from Fudge. Um, just because that was a big standout. Um, whereas if you're Julie, it's a bit less clear.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, there's also the three new seeds, which are just nobody knows what's going on from there. I think it's very likely that we'll see one of those banned, non-traditional and jungle temple. They're not the most popular. It's likely that we won't see much of them. There's some information that I need to share with the players that I have unfortunately forgotten about. I'm going to do some typing real quick. Don't mind me.
It's
No.
okay. I can be over here. I can be very entertaining, you guys. Um, but yeah, like we're likely to see with bastions. I'm gonna be curious to see what happens. I think we'll expect to see a housing bastion, just because everybody loves a good housing bastion. Um, up there as number one bastions. A lot of people tend to not like to play stables just because it's a little bit more inconsistent. And inconsistent in the sense of like what you're gonna get. Um, but and yeah, and it seemed like Fudge potentially struggles a little bit more with stables, but that's hard to say if that's truly accurate or not. Um, and yeah, and then I don't know, chat. Do you have any bets? I do think that we are going to go to three seeds. I think that is
it's very
quite likely with these
likely.
two players. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, I would expect to see Julie picking. When Julie gets a Bastion pick, that she'll be picking. The stables and bridge was where Fudge had the weakness. Even if it's not a real weakness, it might there's gonna play a mental aspect if Fudge is well aware of how that's of some has some trauma from recent seeds played, of suffering in those seed types. And I'd like to see a stables because we didn't get a single stables throughout the qualifiers. Um, HPX reckons non-traditional is going to be banned from Julie. I think that's fairly likely. A lot of people just don't know what they're doing with non-traditional. It's really awkward. I love non-traditional, but we'll see. No Bastion bans, but Bastion picks. You can only pick one Bastion per match. Once a Bastion's been played, that's it for the rest of the match. For the finals, when it's best of 5, it gets once you've picked a Bastion, it can't be picked for the next 2 seeds because obviously there's only 4 Bastions. here we get some pick bans appearing. So Fudge being the better seed, our seed 1, has chosen to pick the overworld first, and will get the first ban.
Dun dun dun
Dun,
dun.
dun.
We need the Jeopardy music while we wait.
I
Yeah.
I didn't expect to be yapping for quite this long. I was like, oh, we got to keep moving because it's gonna start any second. But I did encourage the helper to the lovely Sylve, who we all love. I did encourage
Such
her
a
to
big
take her time
enjoyer.
and just make sure that, you know, don't stress too much. Oh, oh, ruined portal.
I think this
And
actually makes a lot of sense.
buried treasure. They've banned the fast seeds.
Yeah.
Jungle
But
Temple.
okay, oh my god, wait, this is so good. Let's go. Dude, I love this. I love Jungle Temple. It's my favorite thing. But yeah, I do think that this makes a lot of sense because obviously both of these players aren't super comfortable with BTs. And then we saw that Fudge was also somewhat uncomfortable with RPs. So I think this makes sense because Fudge, it's like, I'm going to ban RPs because I have a very strong feeling that Julie is going to ban BTs. So that makes sense. Now, the question is, do these runners know their Jungle Temple systems? Do they know how to not die in the first like 10 seconds of the round?
This was so. Ooh, stables. Okay. So this stable seed specifically is the one that wasn't played during the qualifiers. I brought it back for this one because it's a really, really good, entertaining nether seed, and I'm really excited to see them play it. Yeah, I mean, from Julie, that seems to be an obvious choice, right? Given the stats. I'm gonna tell Sylve that we're ready and send us over to the screen so that we can see our players. There they are in all their glory. It will take Sylve a second to get the seeds in. And
but yeah, we can talk more about stables and all that.
the thing about the Jungle Temple seed is, of course, well, not of course. It was the first seed played in the qualifiers, and Julie died in the end, I think. She did really well during the seed, but it's like there's a bit of like, I think maybe there's some mind games there. Like, this is the seed where you got 0 points, so good luck. Oh, here we go. There's very little buffering going on, which I'm very happy about. It's the big thing that disappointed me with the qualifiers. But we seem to be working good. This Jungle Temple seed was submitted by Region. Region submitted 1 seed to the seed finding process, which was just randomly.
Oh
I
my
think
God,
he
I'm
rolled it in RSG.
I think I'm such a big Region enjoyer also.
Oh, boom, right there in your face.
Nice. Okay, so the thing too about Jungle Temple is like if you die really early, it's actually not that big of a deal. Like the earlier you die, the better, realistically, in seeds like this. Well, and just tournaments in general. But it looks like both of these runners do know their temple systems very well, and we should be seeing both of them exit right around the same time.
Ooh, Julie's made a bit of an error
actually,
there. Julie
yeah,
has to break a cobblestone block. Yeah.
by hand.
That's
That's unfortunate.
I can't.
Oh my god, wait, there's a room portal here too. Okay.
Yeah. The room portal here will act as the intended enter. Ooh.
So even though
Sorry.
even though we are, like you said, jungle is like not the fastest seed, this should be a pretty quick enter. I think we're about to see Julie get in shortly, getting a little bit of netherrack for some blocks, because we don't have enough iron to make shears. And
Ooh, but Fudge does have shears, has a gold axe. No, they both have gold axes. What has Fudge not got that?
oh, Julie made an iron shovel. I do think that's
Oh,
honestly a misplay because shears are
yeah.
just so much
I mean,
better than
could
a
do the
good
entire
shovel.
seed without a shovel as well because you have the flint already in the RP. Um,
Exactly.
so oh, and Fudge as well is going for the faster portal build as well. Really good knowing your ruined portals, knowing that you can do that. Um,
Hmm.
Fudge I think is very delayed and will probably be entering first. So yeah, Julie just making a few mistakes in the overworld. Yeah, only by a bit. Oh, boom! Here is the best nether seed
Wait, is
that
it
was available for
overlapping?
the. It is just
Oh yeah.
not overlapping, I believe, or very, very
Okay, like this
slightly.
is literally the ideal fashion
Yeah.
because when like overlapping in theory sounds great, but it's actually really frustrating because sometimes
Mm.
structures get deleted and then your routing gets really weird. So this is like the best case scenario. They're literally touching, they're lined up, they're getting nice and little cozy, uh, but they're not intersecting.
S- Julie had a little bit of a stumble going into. I was really scared that she's gonna fall in lava. Had to do a block clutch. Made it. Is handling this well, but Fudge has managed to start the route sooner.
Hmm.
Um,
And
I
as or somebody mentioned in the chat, yeah, they're both doing completely different stables routes. Once again, stables is kind of like a little bit of a wild card when it comes to
are they doing
things.
what? They're both in the right gap, aren't they? Or left gap?
Yeah, yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, but they just did a different start to gap, I believe.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, when there's no
yeah.
triple, there aren't that many options. It's going to look fairly similar. That's the one thing letting down this seed is that it's the slowest stables. Um, uh, I think the reason so that like the main Julie was a bit slow getting into the Bastion, entered Nether second, had that sort of stumble going in, nearly died but was recovered fine. And she checked the chest on the left, the single chest there, whereas Fudge I think went straight for the middle chest, uh,
Hmm.
of the bottom of the double chest there, and was able to just like go straight into the root. I don't think either chest had any obsidian in it. Although, oh, Julie's out. You don't need
Oh,
any more
nice.
than 10 obsidian because your portal's right there.
Yeah.
There's almost no benefit to having 20 obsidian. So really good from Julie just knowing immediately I have everything I need, go. Because they both got the fort advancement, but well, Fudge now knows because the interfire advancement. Um, but would have probably thought that he'd be ahead, and is probably quite shocked to getting outpaced there on what should have been very linear, very straightforward. No, not much to make up time, but I think Julie was just really on it, checking her inventory and immediately knowing I have everything I need, go. And I think that's probably the difference in how Julie's just been playing ranked a lot. In like
Hmm.
the past week before that, she's just been absolutely grinding, really locked in to try and win the playoffs, and so far it's playing off. Oh, don't take too much damage. We're the right there. Ah! Scary with very low food. It's
Yeah, that's the thing that's hard about these jungle temple seeds is
mm,
that your food situation really, really sucks. And in general, we see with like these lower elo players, low food is so much more challenging, right? Because like you're just more likely to take more damage than like a super high skilled player. But both of them have been managing it quite well. I'm actually honestly quite impressed. They're definitely going to have to either do some sort of hunger reset when they go measure their
Oh,
eye or collect some more food because they're both going to be pretty low HP. You don't want to go into that. And with so little food, oh my god, Julie's HP is
Julie,
scaring me just a little bit.
Julie has 4 bed, 1 anchor. I don't know. I haven't seen what Fudge has, but by
Oh my
leaving
god.
early and choosing to blaze bed, Julie might not be able to zero cycle. Also, what
Yeah,
is Fudge
that's
doing?
five
Why
five
are you checking
explosives.
chests, Fudge?
Where are we going?
I
Okay,
don't
man.
understand.
Oh, I think
Julie's
I'm
placed
gonna
a
guess
boat in the portal and can't. Julie's lost a boat. Had to craft another one. Oh, it's beautiful. Measuring at the same time. Okay. We'll probably see a death reset from Julie. Has to throw 2 eyes. That's just unlucky. I think Fudge also had to. Wait, no. Oh, sorry, I'm losing my mind. Julie's throwing a third eye. I saw Fudge's
Oh no.
eye going back into the portal. I thought it was going the other way somehow. I thought they'd like just hit the exact like spot where it splits or something, which would have been crazy. Um, exact spot in between 2 strongholds. That would have been wild. Yeah, a much cleaner split for eye measuring is the big difference maker here. Crazy. Not often you see that being the difference maker, but Fudge is gonna be
Hey,
going to quartz first.
something I don't like about what Fudge did. Okay, actually, cores are pretty close, so that's probably why he made the decisions he made. As I was like, you have it. He didn't hunger reset while
Mm.
throwing his eyes, and now he's down to just one. But I think yeah, he knew it was close. He knew he could just throw one
Wait,
pearl and then do hunger
Fudge
reset in a
has two
stronghold.
beds. Am I seeing that
Wait,
correctly?
what? No, no, no,
Fudge has
no. He has more than
crafted
that.
2 beds.
No, no, no. He has 6 beds and oh no, 4 beds. I thought I
Okay,
saw
it's kind of
5.
small on my screen. It's difficult to see. Stronghold now, that's a is a big thing. It's huge. Nadam's pointed this out in a stat segment. It's where players make up the most amount of time, the most
Hmm.
often. Julia's got a really good spike, but that only leads to the library. I think I just saw Fudge in this exact room.
Yeah, and this is like you said, it's kind of an evener in a sense because um it can be really frustrating for certain people. I mean, it might be frustrating for both of these folks. They have both found the library, but not the stronghold. Already, like you don't. I don't want anyone to think it's
Don't die! Don't
just
die!
these
Don't die!
players' faults.
Don't
This.
die!
Oh
Julie, the
God.
door
Oh
didn't
God.
close. The skeleton's still there. Oh,
But yeah, it's not the most straightforward stronghold for sure.
oh, it's such an awkward stronghold. I hate it when the stronghold's like this. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do in seed fighting about that. But it really sucks when you're both just desperately searching. This is where Julie just was. Fudge immediately turns around. Um, it's just the worst feeling. And Julie's getting plenty of spikes on all of these checks, but is not finding a direction, not finding signs of life.
And when the preemptive is just like not working, that's when in my opinion, I think you need to start just being like, okay, like I'm probably getting a full spike from a mine shaft or something like that.
Mm,
Um, and then, just go back to a basic uh navigation style. One thing I do appreciate that Fudge has been somewhat doing is leaving blocks
yeah.
behind himself, which just helps so much when you start to get into this section of Stronghold Nav. And to know, okay, I've already been this way and not end up double checking places you've already been. Um, because that can start to like really make you lose time.
I think yeah, I think Fudge is probably handling this better. We'll see if it pays off. Um, oh, baby
Oh my
zombie made a
god.
sneak through. Doesn't die.
Yeah,
It's okay.
the mobs in this stronghold is actually so
Yeah,
jank.
it's such a pain when it... Wait, there it is! Fudge has found it!
Okay, Fudge finds it. And it's something else to note once again is that it is there was some bread in the stronghold, but it's still a bit of a low food situation. I'm pretty sure based on our explosives count, I wouldn't be surprised if neither of these runners go for 0. But we'll see what Fudge wants to do here.
Yeah. Oh, Julie's found it.
Yeah, he
Julie's
has
found
4
it.
beds.
Perch race, perch race. Unless Julie hits a 0 cycle. I mean, it's not impossible, but I think with the nerves, there's just no way you even go for it.
Yeah, and like we said, it's just like so Fudge has been learning 0.
Wait, she's going for it.
Okay, Julie's going for it. Okay, slay.
Go. No.
Once again, risk it for the biscuit.
Oh, I think she might be too late. I don't know if you're in the right location there. You're 1 block out. Oh no, she placed obsidian.
A misplace of the crying Avi. That's gonna cancel out that 0 for Julie. And that means that most likely Fudge should get a perch first.
Nothing's guaranteed.
Especially we know that Fudge's stream is just a touch delayed. But yeah, and somebody mentioned Fudge does know 0, but it's new. It's pretty new to him. So he's just a lot less confident in it than other folks.
Oh. I mean,
So yeah,
everything that I expected from these runners, both playing extremely well, and it just sort of comes down to the very slight differences. If I told you that this was the playoffs and these were some of the best runners in the world, unless you're extremely experienced with speedrunning, you know how to tell the minute differences apart, you'd probably believe me because they've just been playing absolutely phenomenally. Wait, Julie's pearled. It's a false perch. It's not real.
And that's the second false perch from Julie.
Oh, I didn't see the first
Hold
one.
on a minute. I think Julie doesn't... Does Julie have anchors crafted? Am I tripping? Did Julie use all of her crying to bridge and now doesn't have any anchors?
She pre-crafted 1 anchor. And should have 4 beds. Maybe she
placed yeah, okay, that's what I thought. She placed her anchor by accident. So she is literally just has 4 beds. But she does get the perch before Fudge. So if she can pull off this 4 bed, maybe a 4 bed axe. Oh, that was not a good bed. So
it should be good, right?
Yeah.
Perch for Fudge! Perch for Fudge! Cleaner 1 cycle? No, it's over. It's over.
Yeah.
Wait, the thing hasn't appeared in Fudge's chat. Delay! I haven't seen it yet. No!
Oh my god, okay, Fudge won! Fudge won! By just a tiny bit. It's gonna be Fudge because of that stream delay.
What? What?
Okay. You know what? I think that's fair. That's good because obviously Fudge got in the end first. So I feel like it's fair to give it to him there, you know? That would kind of suck if you lose to Perch.
No way that happened.
So close.
It's like Feinberg hacks. We got a Feinberg hacks replay, but they had to play a jungle temple instead. Except for Julie didn't hit the 0 cycle and still lose, but it was basically the same thing. Oh!
Now, see, isn't this a great way to start this weekend's games?
That's what the playoffs are all about. Yes, that's what we want to see. Wow,
Oh my god! Wait! Oh my god, guys! Okay, I went into casting mode and I forgot I get to be gay here. Okay.
I don't have any
Mousy,
brain
what's
left. It's gone.
are we taking a break or are we continuing on?
Oh, we'll continue straight on to the next seed.
Okay.
I was just waiting. Oh, we've got some picks in already. Obviously, the village seed. Here we go.
Hmm.
Oh,
I feel like
wow.
Bastion. I feel like Fudge is gonna pick housing. Oh
No.
no, bridge. Okay.
Interesting.
Uh,
Um,
so yeah, that make. I mean, I guess so. Considering, well, actually, I don't know. Fudge. We don't really have enough stats
I
on Fudge in
guess it's
bridge. It.
just Fudge wants to play it. Like,
Yeah,
what better
and
reason
maybe
do you
it's
need?
just, yeah, like it according to their stats, it's not good, but we
I
don't
think
have enough data, so
I
maybe
think
they.
Fudge probably knows best what his strengths are, and probably
Mhm.
knows those are just outliers, and he's actually really good at bridge. Um, I Let's just let the madness continue. I'm gonna keep this rolling.
Do you want to
I
try reloading Fudge's stream to see if we
Yeah,
can
let's do it.
fix the desync?
Refresh.
And while we're doing that, remember, guys, we're raising money for the Trevor Project, which is super exciting. Um, speaking of gay
That
things,
match that we
guys,
just played was it
I
worth
had
at
my
least
top
1,000.
surgery consult yesterday.
What? What? That's crazy. That's so
Yeah,
awesome.
very awesome, very
I'm
exciting.
very happy
Now
for you.
my doctors have pictures of my really messed up tan lines. Uh, so that's great. I love that for me.
So this village seed was submitted by Buzzaboo. Any seed submitted by someone else I've sort of put to the top so that it gets played. We do have a lot of delay going on Fudge's screen. Yikes.
Yeah, great. Good desync here. So good. I love it. It's okay. Guys, we have big brains. We can process the delay.
And now
Right,
Julie's
guys?
stream buffering as well. Oh dear.
Okay, but if Julie's stream gets delayed, then
It will even
it's kind of
out.
good.
It will even out. So there's one hay bale. Just one
Wait,
hay
is that the
bale.
only hay bale in this village?
I
Surely
I hope
there's
it
more
is. It would be
food.
so funny. Wait, grab the apple in the chest, Julie. Apple, apple. Don't miss the
You can
apple
make
in
a
the
gapple
chest.
in the bastion.
Julie, food, please. Like the one apple might make the difference. She's not gonna grab it. She's
Surely.
not gonna get it. Good job spotting the gravel. Very nice. CC
But like
playing it
genuinely,
very.
I haven't seen any other hay bales in this
No, me
entire
neither.
village.
That's not something I really thought about checking when I was like, I looked at the seas like, oh, there's a bastion there, it's got stuff in it. Seems good. Send it. Maybe
Yeah.
I should have scrutinized it a bit more. Maybe it's perfect. Maybe it's perfect and beautiful as it is, and we shouldn't judge it for having only one hay
Well,
bale. I wouldn't like to be judged for only having only one hay bale.
and we did just see both of these players play that jungle temple seed. That was really low food,
Mm.
and they both handled it really well. We didn't, we didn't see any deaths. Oh, there's more hay bales.
Then
Okay,
surely
let's
Judy spots
go.
the 2 stacks of hay that exist. Killing pigs!
Oh my god, no. Oh my god, she doesn't. She's killing pigs instead.
I
It's
mean,
okay.
it could come in clutch, because pigs are great.
Yeah, but that's only 2, which isn't a lot.
You
Okay, here's another
can...
one. But now she is gonna start losing time here to having to go get this food. I mean, Fudge
Has the
still
lava,
hasn't gotten
though.
gravel, but
I don't know if Fudge has spotted
oh,
the
actually,
lava, and she was right there. Managed to play it really linear. Whether that was luck, or
yeah.
whether that was just... Or if she spotted that earlier, made a plan, and went for it. I think probably luck, to be honest. You can get a bit like that. Fudge spots it now. Fudge has just got an advancement in Julie's chat, so I think it's a lot closer than... I'll try another refresh, but I don't expect results. No.
No, I think it might actually be Fudge's stream that's just more delayed.
Yeah. Yeah, there's 10 seconds in it, so... Yeah.
Yeah, it's about like a 6-second difference or so. So, we can use our big brains, guys. There's 6-second difference.
Big
So this is
brains? I
not the
don't have
nice Nether.
those.
Uh,
No.
this
Wait,
actually kind
this
of
doesn't
sucks.
seem right.
Literally, where's the bastion?
Are we sure that the... Are you sure this is inputted correctly?
Surely it's just somewhere. Okay,
Oh,
Julie
there it
makes it out.
is.
Okay,
There
Julie
it
finds it.
is.
That's fine.
Okay, it isn't that far away, but yeah, I think
It's
this is
just
fine.
basalt. We love
I
basalt.
mean,
It's so good. That was a joke. Nobody likes basalt.
Jim, you've been you're old. You've been around a while. Do you remember when I can't? There's like a. I just ignore that for. I'm losing my mind. I'm trying to think of things. They're not coming. The brain is not braining. Fudge is buffering again. We're gonna get even more delayed. Um, I'm looking on Julie's screen. Yeah, Fudge has entered the Bastion on Julie's screen, so they're basically at the same point.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Fudge has got, it says a glimmer in chat, so I assume, yeah, it just threw gold to the piglin on his own screen. So I presume that must be oh shiny. Oh, of course, Fudge is the one in English, but it's showing up as the other language because Julie's the one being fancy. Look at this Bastion route going for a. Julie thinks that she's Dugile, and she might just be. Perhaps Julie is actually Dugile in disguise, but is going for the very fancy route that I believe Dugile invented, and the fort we can see right there. Fudge is also going for this right side Donkey Kong, but not quite as fancy. Didn't go for the gold break. And Julie's just absolutely crushing this bastion. I mean, we know that Julie is a master of bastions, and we've seen that in both of these seeds now. In the first seed, it was about checking the items. In this seed, it's about clearly he's put a lot of practice into that route and just knows her stuff because this is a recent invention, I believe. Um, uh,
Oh my god,
Sylv's
wait, Fudge is going back to pick up his planks because he used all of his planks to bridge. That's actually so
and
funny.
there is wood, but it's miles away in the Nether.
Yeah. No, and that
They'll
was
trade
like
on the
perfect
ground.
timing because Sylv literally just said, let's use all our planks, and then Fudge literally has to go back and collect his wood.
He's collecting more.
Oh my god.
Syl's
Okay,
out. No,
okay,
Syl,
we're
not
back on
Syl.
track.
Julie's. Sylv's out. Julie is out. Commanding lead.
Literally, the difference maker there is I'm pretty sure the planks.
Absolutely.
So that's really funny. I mean, I guess it's better than having to go to the library in the stronghold, but I feel like the best decision is to pick up some netherrack before you go into the bridge. But it's okay. All is well. Fudge is gonna have lots of pearls, and it looks like a really good explosive number as well. I saw
Just using
at
the
least
golden
a
apple.
stack and a
He
half of.
made it.
See,
The apple
this is what Julie was missing.
difference.
We love a gapple. Okay, Fudge is out now. So even though it looks like Julie is way ahead, it's not quite as much as we think because of that 6-second desync. Actually, no, it's 10 seconds now.
I mean, she has
But
still. Sorry.
this is part of the plot, guys, because we said this was going to go to 3. So Julie needs to win this seat for us to get that.
For non-favoritism reasons, I really want Julie to win this. We have to have a third seed. Have to. We need to see more of both of these runners. It's criminal that one of these runners has to leave at the end of this match because they're both just oh goodness. They're contenders to win the entire tournament without a doubt.
No, it does really suck that we have to see them go against each other so early in the rounds because of these scheduling issues. But yeah.
Fudge isn't blaze bedding. Why is Fudge not blaze bedding? I don't There's no way you
I'm
don't have the
guessing
beds.
I'm guessing it's his wood situation because he has lots of
Oh,
string, but he's struggling with the
because
wood.
of the woods. Oh,
Yeah.
that's awkward.
He does have
Yeah.
this gold pick, so it is going to make it a little bit better. But yeah, that's going to be another time loss that Julie is going to make the difference of. Remember, we saw Julie get. Oh no, wait, that was the other seed. Never mind. Forget anything I'm saying.
They all blur to one. Yeah. I mean, I think on village, it's always correct to grab a bed. I um it's just it's so handy. They're right there. Grab at least one
Mhm.
bed, and then when you get to the fortress, you just have a pre-crafted bed. You just need to craft like the nether bricks in your inventory, book craft them, and then you just blaze bed, boom, done. And it's
Okay, yeah.
so clean, it's so good, and you can hit the pre-craft later, and you're all ready for zero cycle. Um,
I do like this overlap for Fudge to deal with the wood situation. So they're going to pearl over to land to make that I throw a little bit easier
ah,
and also get wood at the same time. Now the question is, no, they're not going to attempt very difficult pearl throw back up to their portal.
did they grab the wood
But
before
yeah,
throwing
they're
the
going to make it
eye?
in.
Is that I was looking at Julie's screen. I haven't seen them grab any wood after all of that.
No, yeah, they got wood. They got
Okay,
wood.
just checking. Julie in the stronghold now. Surely it's an easy one. Surely I'm not seeing a spike. Oh no. There seems to be a stronghold curse in the Slayoffs. The only good
Are we about
stronghold
to
that I
see a
can
repeat?
remember is on the Overworld seed that Buzzaboo submitted in qualifiers. This is also a Buzzaboo seed, so surely 2 for 2.
Surely.
I hate strongholds. I hate strongholds. They're the worst. Library, boom. Fudge is
Woohoo!
building portal. Fudge could overtake in the stronghold. Come on.
Yeah, if
C3.
Fudge is
Second
able to get,
library.
let's go. If Fudge is able to get a spike,
Fudge isn't
um,
preemptiving. Fudge is trying to make up the time by just sending it, which is probably correct because there's no spike. But Fudge doesn't know that. Fudge blocking off rooms again. There it is
I
for
love it.
Julie. There it is. Do we see a zero cycle?
Was it just down mid? No, it's not. That's the
Goes for
library.
the setup
Okay.
list. Ooh, buried. Oh, 54. Easier pearl clip.
Lots of
Back
explosives with
dragon.
seeds, so much
Tall
easier zero
tower. It's
cycle.
gonna bail. Fudge still
Yeah,
stuck in the stronghold.
that's a hard zero to hit. So,
Yeah, I
we
wouldn't
don't
go
know
for
how
that.
much Fudge has been practicing his zeros. So, if he's able to hit it, that could make the difference for sure. I do like that Julie's going for, excuse me, half bow here. Um, I'm such a half bow enjoyer when you can't hit the zero.
Hmm.
It does make a really big difference.
Fudge finds apples in a stronghold chest. The apples taunting him after picking them up in the blacksmith chest. Um, it's law. Here's the perch.
Hmm.
There it is. It's
Okay,
gonna
yeah,
go
I
to a
think
C3
it's over.
because this Julie wouldn't mess up a one cycle, right? Right?
Surely, guys.
Oh, that anchor was
Um,
terrible.
okay, no, it's fine.
Gets
It's
it
fine.
done. Gets it
We have lots of
done.
explosives.
C3. There's the portal room for Fudge. We'll probably make it into
Yeah,
the
not gonna be in
end.
time. And
No,
we
his
love
portal's gonna
this.
be.
Guys, I'm just such a good plot writer. I'm so good at the script writing. I already knew. I've been telling you it's gonna go to match 3. um
Oh,
and yeah, we get to see a final bastion, a final overworld. And Mousy, do you have any predictions for who's gonna win this seed and win the overall match?
ooh, it's impossible. The thing is, Julie has been so dominant in those bastions and also gets to choose the bastion now. Doesn't get to choose
Mhm,
bridge, which was an obvious choice. Probably will choose treasure because how Fudge's housing was so scary.
mhm.
Um, I think if Julie is able to do crush the treasure bastion like she did the other two bastions, that will probably be enough. I Oh, shipwreck
It's
housing
housing.
fast seed. Not the
Mhm, mhm.
fastest, but shipwreck can be very good. Very
I
interesting.
I think the housing pick makes sense too, just because um housing's so much like easier to not die in than treasure. So on this final seed, you do not want to die. And we know that already Julie has a higher death rate than Fudge, at least from what the qualifiers were.
Mm,
So I
yeah,
respect this choice.
I think treasure's definitely the scariest seed. So um, I think that's it's probably got the most room for things to go wrong, even if you're perfect at your bastions. Piglins just drop on you, and it's painful. So actually, that does make a lot of sense. Julie probably reckons that she can outpace Fudge in any bastion and just wants to keep things consistent. Um,
Hmm, hmm. And once again, shipwreck. It's better. See, it's it's better food situation than that first jungle temple, but it's
mm,
not gonna be like as nice as what our last seed was. Um, so we'll see how they handle that one.
yeah,
Um, and hopefully, guys, fingers crossed, we have a non messed up stronghold. Sorry, I'm trying so hard not to swear. It's
surely,
hard.
surely. Um, I really hope we get to see a zero cycle happen. Um, Fudge,
That would be so
his
hot and
on.
sexy.
They're both buffering. Great. So shipwreck. Julie had a bit of trouble spotting it. Um, we'll see who gets the
They
iron
actually, yeah, they're both
first.
using pie chart to find it just
And they
because it's
just
hidden
didn't.
behind where you spawn.
Uh, I think Julie didn't get the spike. Fudge is going on the land instead of swimming. Julie does get the iron first. Oh, five gunpowder! I remember Seed finding this. I love when a shipwreck gives you TNT. It's just it's BT light. It's excellent. And
Do they know?
Fudge didn't get it. Fudge missed it. Big overall difference. Julie's just gonna have all the blocks, all the options. The iron is all no, it's no. There's enough to make shears, but
Yeah, so Fudge is still gonna have blocks, but it's gonna lose a little bit of time.
probably an
Uh,
experience thing. Like Julie playing a lot, whereas Fudge
mm-hmm.
doesn't so much.
Because that's also like somewhat of a more modern strat. Like back in the day when we
Yeah,
used to play so many shipwrecks for RSG, like we didn't do that. So which I don't know why we never did that. That was like so silly of us. I think we just, we didn't have BTs yet, so we didn't think about TNT and whatever,
yeah,
whatever. But
yeah. Um, like isn't it? It's something that like I saw someone doing it. I think in playoffs probably, and that's when it actually occurred to me. I was like, oh, of course you can do that, and it's kind of awkward. You have to break four sand and then a log, and then you can make a crafting table and craft the TNT. But when it's pointed out to you, then it becomes obvious. Um,
mhm.
or I think most likely Fudge does know, absolutely knows that that is an option, and just in the nerves didn't notice. Oh, Julie's messed up the portal. Has to has everything's turned to obsidian and has to grab lava from here. I think Fudge is in
That's fine.
first. Yeah, Fudge in first
Yeah,
because of the portal.
yeah, just a portal moment.
Let's
Now
see
let's
this
see
housing
where
seed.
this bastion is. It is once again being going to be a little bit further away. So these
Mm.
runners are going to look to get Twatney Obby because it's not very friendly of a home portal. Oh, oh wait, I'm Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm watching Fudge's
Fudge,
stream on the
Fudge,
side to be
don't
up to date,
die,
and I almost spoiled
please.
that.
I see. That's how you got the information first.
I was like, wait, I shouldn't say anything.
Oh no! Julie's dead!
Julie
Julie's dead!
died! No! Oh my god. Wait, no, Julie. Oh
Julie!
no.
Fudge doesn't know it yet, but the seed is in his hands. I didn't see exactly what happened to Julie, but she must have slipped and missed the boat clutch.
She just fell because there
Fully
was like
reset.
you come up on high ground over top of the housing, and she just fell off the side, wasn't able to block clutch, and it just decided to completely reset the seed instead of trying to go back and get her things.
Heartbreaking. Oh goodness. Because I mean, Julie lost by like 2 seconds in the first seed as well. Like technically, you could say that she lost the entire match to those 2 seconds. It would be over now if it wasn't for that. And now is in just the worst situation. It's horrible mentally, and under such pressure.
Okay,
Oh,
but
it feels
comebacks
bad.
are comebacks are comebackable.
Yeah,
That's what I was trying to say.
and I mean
Somebody did mention that some of her things fell in lava, so that's why she took the reset.
that
Thanks
makes
for clarifying that.
sense. Yeah,
I was just mostly doing the hands on head emote, so
yeah.
I didn't really see that.
And I think by this point, Fudge will know. I think Julie should. No, Julie does say entered Bastion on Fudge's screen. Fudge does not yet know that Julie has died. No, because advancements won't show up. So
Oh,
I
it would have
think
a desk screen.
if
Yeah.
if Fudge is paying attention, should know that as long as they don't die, they should win. As long as there's no disasters. Julie here is opting to go for the lava portal build after
Lava
the
pool.
disaster.
That's funny. It is gonna be a little bit slower though, I think.
Yeah. The point of what I was saying is I would expect Fudge to be playing deliberately very safe from this point onwards, taking his time a bit with everything. Although you've got to be careful with that because Julie is very fast, and if there's a zero that Fudge can't hit, maybe Julie can, and could save those minutes if there's a long perch, which it so often is. Julie's ended up inside the tree. That's incredible.
Nice. Okay, one thing I'm noticing about Fudge's inventory is it does look like he's quite low on explosives. Has 20 obby, has lots of pearls, but and is also going to craft some golden carrots, so very smart. We love that.
Yeah.
But I didn't see how many anchors he has, but less than a stack of string, so that is not an ideal place to be. Very likely leaves this seed non-zeroable for him.
That's 5 beds for a stack of string. Which, if you're experienced with your zero cycles, sorry,
it was less than a stack.
Less than a stack. Sorry, I only heard the word stack, and I'm not paying enough attention. I do apologize. My apologies.
Wow, so you're just not even listening to me. You just hate me. I see how it is.
It's because you're gay, and therefore
so you're just transphobic.
And therefore society, you know. Start the twit
always
longer.
silencing trans voices. Okay, let me collect myself. Fudge is in the fortress now. Already gotten his first
donate to charity to support the known transphobe and homophobe Mousy PC, you guys. Don't clip that out of context.
Yeah, this is getting so bad out of context.
Guys, if you hate gay people, you should donate to the Trevor Project. Fudge blinding while Julie's
Your
heading
mic is on,
to
by the way.
fort.
Oh my god. Okay,
Oh,
let's
I'm
see how many. I
lightheaded.
think that was 5 beds. Yes, that is. Wait, can I count? No, that is 5 beds. But yeah, he chose not to blaze bed because of the low explosive situation.
Mm.
So we'll see what Julie does. Julie's batch and split was really, really clean. So she's gonna make up a little time there. Oh my
You
god,
didn't
Wither.
block off the windows. Okay, survives.
It's fine. It's fine. We
This
have
is
golden
getting to there.
carrots. It's fine. We have saturation.
Did Julie fail to pick up the rod? There's an empty inventory slot in her empty hotbar
Wait.
slot. The rod did not go into
Surely
it.
she has some in her inventory, right?
No, if it goes into her inventory, it would prioritize the empty hotbar slot.
No, she has one in. No, she picked it
Oh,
up. It's
because
okay, it's
she
good.
already. Okay, that wasn't the first
Had
rod.
one, yeah.
I see. Okay. I'm just dumb. It's okay.
Yeah. Julie is gonna choose to blaze bed. So could be a time difference. Could not be because I don't know what her explosives look like. Sorry if that was really loud.
I did hear that. It's okay. It's okay. It wasn't like super loud.
I hit my mic.
I do that all the time. Because I talk with my arms a lot, you know, and then boom, smack the mic. It had it coming.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fudge is gonna be just about to enter the strongholds
Surely
here.
doesn't
Let's
miss.
see if this one
Boom,
is a little
in.
less crazy. No, preemptive again? Question mark.
Oh, what?
Okay, we're just raw dogging.
That's
That's an interesting choice.
yeah.
We're just
not
sending
the
it down
correct
mid, baby.
choice.
It's
Not
always
the
mid,
correct
right,
choice.
guys?
Fudge doesn't know preempt.
Wait, does Fudge not?
You don't have to learn preemptive. You turn. Okay, quick preemptive lesson for chat. Turn your render distance down to 8. Turn your entity distance to 50%. Then you turn on the pie chart and you spin and you look for big spike. Frauds like Meebe will try and tell you that numbers matter. Nobody likes numbers. No one cares. Big spike, go. Big orange, go. Send it. It'll be fine. Nothing will go wrong. Don't check my stats. My stronghold splits are fine, thank you.
No, but you are right in the sense that that's like a good way to start with with these things.
I tried to learn preemptive properly. I looked at a tutorial video, I watched it for a couple minutes, and they start yapping on about numbers and stuff, and I was like, I glazed over. I was like, I don't care. Get me out. Okay, huge drama though. Julie is nearly at quads. That might be... Julie's almost there. The stronghold and the zero cycle, it is very much not over. There is
okay, but
surely...
how many explosives does Julie have? Because she chose to blaze bed, and we were already a little on the lower side.
Big spike,
I just don't know
big
how many
orange,
either of these
big orange. There it is. That's big orange on the screen. Sends it. Big orange goes that way.
Oh god, Fudge is so lost. Fudge has gone so deep.
Where Fudge just was. It's probably like below this or something. That's
we do have a little bit of a dank ravine, so there is potential
stairs?
for...
Oh, I would say go down the... Oh, there's a bit of spike there. Oh, I would stay there, but I'm not an expert. I mean, no, I'm an expert. Trust everything I say. Oh...
Yeah, the way this cave is intersecting makes me worry that you're potentially getting interference from a mine shaft. God, Fudge has gone so deep, and I don't even know where they've been anymore.
Light? No, it's a wood room. Fudge was the one who was handling the strongholds better, even without doing any preemptive. Or at least is better for the difficult strongholds when the spike isn't clear, because he blocks off rooms and is more
More meticulous, yeah.
That's exactly the word I was looking for. Thank you.
You're
Uh,
welcome.
that's
But
what you're here
ooh,
for. The big
oh,
words.
that's it. That's the only thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, man. Um.
Oh, Julie threw a pearl while. Fudge finds it.
Oh,
Fudge is
Fudge
in.
found it. Fudge found it. Let's go. I still think there's potential for
Caged.
Julie to do
It's a
something here because
deep cage.
you know she's on the right side of the stronghold, but
There's no way that
Julie
Julie's
also
hitting the
has to do
zero
a hunger
cycle.
reset.
That's such a bad cage. Back dragon, you just can't hit that.
Yeah, no.
It's at best it's a perch race. I
Hmm.
mean, disasters can still happen, but I think this might might be it. That's it, right? No. Okay, it wasn't corrupted very much. No, there would have been bars there if it was the thing.
No,
I'm
it wasn't
silly.
corrupted on Fudge's screen.
Like the pool room
Julie's
is
HP is
never
getting.
corrupted, and I thought that was a pretty whole looking room, but I overlooked an important detail there. About
Okay,
no
Fudge
iron
is going
bars.
for half bow. I love that. Thank you so much. If he hadn't have, I would have been a little disappointed. Um, Fudge was around when half bow was created. Shout out Automat.
Oh goodness. Julie's just done absolutely fantastic to make it close, even though she's the only person who's died on this seed, and um, the stronghold has been very cruel, and it gave her a spike, and it just wasn't, and immediately makes me look like a fraud. Thank you, stronghold. Um,
This looks like a perch for Fudge coming in.
is.
Yes, that's going to be it. I believe he has 6 explosives, so should be good. Knock on wood. I don't want to jinx anything. And this should be the end
Ooh.
of the match.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Spoilers on Julie's
Nice, clean.
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really clean little 5-bed from him. And that is going to be the end. Unfortunately, it means this
Oh,
is. Wait, do we have
wow.
a lower bracket? Let me not
We
start.
don't. It's a single elimination. I don't have that much
That
time.
means
I only have so much
that's.
time in my life. Um, wow. I mean, you have to feel for Julie in that situation. She played
Mhm.
absolutely incredibly. And that was just that was a
Yeah, I think
nasty seed, and congratulations to Fudge,
without the
who,
death,
yeah, ultimately
without the
Fudge was
death,
the.
Julie, yeah.
Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
I keep interrupting you. But I was gonna say without the death, Julie could definitely take that. But once again, kind of a little callback to our qualifiers is that Fudge plays super consistent, even if it's not always the fastest. And Julie tends to take a few more risks. Obviously, that death was like, this wasn't the most risky place to take a death, but yeah, just unfortunate place for her to go out. That's going to be the end of the road. But Fudge is moving on.
So we're gonna get a winners interview with Fudge. In just a moment. I am waiting for. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong place. There we go. Here we go. If I hop us over
Hey.
to the winners interview scene. Hello, Fudge. Congratulations. Well done on winning a very, very tough match.
Yeah. I'm so nervous. I'm shaking. So even if I like fully knew zero, I don't have the nerves for it.
Understandable.
That last one is zeroable because I had like 6 explosives and it's like a
Well,
easy tower.
with the cage, I think at this
Yeah,
level there's just no
you
way
have
you're
to
hitting.
know.
What was the
You have
O
to know how to
number?
pearl clip and everything.
It was 58, so it's like
50.
pretty damn
It's
high.
I think technically possible. I think maybe I've hit that once or twice in practice, but under pressure, even an experienced zero cycler is just it's not worth going for.
Yeah.
So
Julie goes for it there.
I think in that situation probably would have. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that stronghold was the worst of the lot.
Dude, all of these strongholds are the worst.
I'm so sorry.
It was so funny though, is that like you didn't do preemptive, and then
Yeah.
it actually ended up kind of helping you because the spikes like weren't
The
good.
spike was Julie got a spike and it just didn't point her in the. I don't know what it was pointing at, but it was complete rubbish. I was trying to convince chat as to why preemptive is the objective correct decision, and then I just got turned into an absolute fraud.
Yeah, Julie taught me preemptive a couple days ago, but
Oh,
I was practicing without it, so
Yeah,
okay.
fair enough. So
So
we'll
that's nice.
see you use it next match, surely, right?
Depends if I can save time. Yeah. God.
So, I mean, let's going back to the seed that's just happened. Run us through. What point did you realize that did you notice that Julie died and you had a clear lead?
Oh no, I did not notice. I only checked pace in fort. I normally
Okay.
have progress off anyway, so I don't, I
Okay.
don't have the muscle memory to check that.
So
You know what? That's probably a
you
good
only
thing.
noticed that you entered the fort first. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I nearly died. I had to block clutch on the way to the bastion.
Yes, we
Yeah,
both
I saw
saw that.
that.
That
I
was
didn't have my bow
big
in bar
scary.
either. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really scary.
So what was going on in your mind when you saw that you were ahead on the most important seed when it all came down to it?
Nothing went through my mind. It's just I had to clutch or I die. After that clutch, I didn't even I completely blanked it. And like mental reset.
Mm, yeah.
I think I played the
It's really good.
bastion well with like digging at the back,
Mhm.
and doing top down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
your
it's
bastion was
it's
good.
lava floor anyway, so like you're not doing manhunt
Yeah.
regardless.
Going back to a decision earlier in the second seed, there's the shipwreck that you. Wait, no, the third seed was a shipwreck. I'm losing.
Oh, okay.
Wait, was it?
Yeah, it was the third seed. Yeah, it was the third seed.
First seed shipwreck.
Okay. So
No, first
did
seed was
you?
Jungle Temple.
It was Jungle Temple Village shipwreck. I have a brain. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's all good. So, did you notice the 5 gunpowder in the? I assume you didn't in the food chest.
With the 5 what?
5 gunpowder to make TNT on the
Yeah,
shipwreck.
I picked it up because I have AA brain, but then I threw it out because I didn't think about the TNT play. That's just not in my
That was.
repertoire.
I was so convinced that Julie was going to get overworld lead on it, but then had a bit of a slip up with a portal in the end.
Oh, rough.
Which made it back basically even. Other interesting things that happen. Oh, well, we've got to talk about the first seed and that 2-second win.
Yeah, I heard from Sylv.
Yeah.
In this event stage.
I mean, on our screen, Julie killed the dragon well ahead of you, but because of stream delay, it was actually a Feinberg hacks match. It was
That's
crazy.
so funny. That's so cool. That never really happens at you're not like netherite.
Yeah. I mean,
doesn't really happen in Emerald.
I said at the time, but while you were both in the end on the first seed, I was saying if I gave this gameplay to a random person and told them it was playoffs, they might genuinely believe me because you were both playing absolutely just at the top of your game really, really well. No mistakes. The only mistake that really happened was Julie's death in the final seed, which I think was just like she slipped, missed a boat clutch.
No, it was like cinema because you fell first and then you clutched it and I was like, oh my god! And then like 10 seconds later, Julie does the same thing and I do the same reaction, but then she did actually die.
That's so scary. Oh my god.
Okay, I do have a question for you, Fudge, because I was sleuthing. What is your RSGPB?
It's still 1251 from like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay, okay. So I was
Um,
like trying to find it. I was like, where? I can't find you anywhere.
yeah,
Um,
I did make some pretty notable mistakes. The second seed, the bridge seed, you can put a 0, but I didn't have enough wood, so I used it all
Mhm.
for my crack smoker.
the wood.
Yeah, we did see that moment.
That
Yeah,
was
I had to
funny.
mine it. I've only ever seen people mine their wood back in like playoffs.
Mm.
It just shouldn't happen, but
I mean, in a tournament situation, you can't really be blamed for missing. It's gonna
yeah,
happen.
well,
You're gonna miss
with like
something.
64 planks, it's fine though.
Mm. We're
Oh,
gonna.
on the bridge seat, did we go different terrain?
Oh, Julie played that Bastion absolutely insane. She just
Okay.
she did like a fancier route. It's like the Dougal variation of the
Sug.
right side.
Yeah.
And she left with slightly less stuff. She was able to just check her inventory. She did the same
Damn.
thing on stables. She saw that she had everything she needed sooner and just went. Um,
Yeah, damn.
I mean, we were looking at her stats, and her Bastion splits are just absolutely insane. Easily the best that she has. She's yeah, she just really knows her stuff. Um,
Yeah. And I do
but
not.
we're gonna have to let you go now. I'm gonna give you one final
Alright.
question. How are you feeling going into the semi-finals next week? Do you feel confident?
I feel confident because Julie is really good and I won. So Julie was like
Okay.
my favorite other than myself. So yeah, feeling
Glad you
good
have
about
some self-love. Love that for you.
that.
But yeah, no, that's good. I'm well, we're looking forward to see you next weekend and see how you do in that semifinals.
Oh god. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you for
See
being
you later.
here. We're gonna head over to a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be right back for the next seed.